that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
That information is not available.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
Hello, 1 2. My computer didn't do my check. Thanks, mate. How long have I been going for? 25 minutes with no sound. Oh my god. Right. Oh well. At least you had the visuals. Greg Mayer 2294. Thanks, mate. Now I got the microphone set and I just had to go back into. I know what happened. My computer did a Windows update and it wanted to restart the computer. It took my sound device out of it, even though I got it switched on in OBS. I've just done I just selected the microphone again from the settings, which is crazy. That's what happens if you let your computer have Windows updates out of it, even though I've got it switched on. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, nightmare. Oh, I forgot to test my audio. Can you believe it? I always test that normally. So 25 minutes of me talking to nothing. Damn it. Oh well, at least it was only 25 minutes. I'll have to go back and overdub it, I think. I don't know. No. Disastrous. Anyway, cheers, mate. Thanks for telling us. So this one is going to be not a tab canvas. It's the settings canvas. Do we want a grid? I'm not sure we want a grid. No, we don't want a grid. So we need to delete all the contents out of there. Yeah, that's a nightmare, that is, Greg. Bummer now. Right, so that's just the settings canvas. Now we've already got one called settings canvas. It's down in the tab controls. Here it is. Did we have one called settings tab? No, well, maybe we didn't. So I need to grab all this out of there. All that out of there. Let's just take the grid as well. Right, we're going to cut that out of there. We'll have to delete that now. Delete that and go back up to our new section for not the functions. Right here, I'm just going to paste it in there. Right, I'm not sure why it's not liking the name. Right, what's it saying? I think that's just an IDE glitch. It's going to complain about some tab not existing. Already defined in the scope. Right. Already contains a definition for the settings canvas. Right, okay. Right, let's find in files, settings canvas, find all. So we've got one there. So we've got a canvas for the button. Okay. And then we've got to call this one some what have I called other things? Settings, I'll call it tab canvas. There we go. Yeah, sorry about the sound. It's not my fault. It's Windows update. I did a stream this morning. Was it this morning or last night? No problem. And all I did was switch the computer on, and it says I want to restart your computer for the Windows update. So I let it, and it took my microphone out. Thank you very much, Windows. I think I'm going to just set Windows up and just stop it doing anything like that. It's not what you want. Anyway, so we've got our settings canvas. So we need to set its visibility to visible. Okay, we can see it there. It's all over the place. So it's visible, but we need to do something else with it. I know I just need to go away for a second or two. Back in a minute. Alright, we're back. Oh now. Anyway, so we're going to create a little bit of a setting screen here. So we need to either switch off stuff. We need to do a visibility thing, don't we? So I'm gonna give it a back colour just for now. Background colour, because I want it to blank out stuff, so I'm going to just say, I don't know what colour, black, grey, dark slate grey. Select weird colour, oh well. Dark grey, no, that's light grey. Grey, oh dear. Black. We'll go with black. I'll use a custom colour, and anyway, I'll leave it like that for now. So what we're trying to do is just set up this settings area. Now we need a title. Let's obviously need a title. So we'll do a text block for a title. I'll tell you what, let's have a grid. Okay, let's have a grid. So we'll create a grid column, grid column definitions. Okay, and grid column, like a spell, grid. What's it doing now? Don't know. Right, so start again. Grid column definitions. No, must have done it in the wrong order. Grid. Let's do column definitions, yeah, that was right. Grid dot, it's not, don't know what's going on here. Grid, a column definition, there we go. So width, that's not finding it. Where's it gone? Probably because I got that set up, so we'll put a star in there. And we want another column. Let's have 3 columns. Okay. We'll make this one fixed. We'll make it 40. No, width is no good. So we're not doing too well today. I've got to get into the flow. So we want row definitions. Tell you what, let's just I do shrink that a minute. Pop out. No, we need it there. So row definition. It's not being kind today. The old height. Oh, what's it doing? It tries to predict you, then when you want it to predict you, it doesn't predict you. So you're better off just typing it all in yourself, really. Okay, so we've got 4 rows. Let's just make this a fixed row. I don't know, 100. Let's go a bit more. 130, 140, 150. Is that okay? Let's try that. Right, columns. Just make them columns the full width. Okay, so we've got that there. Now we want to. We don't really need a canvas for. No, we don't need canvas tab style, so we'll get rid of canvas. And that's going to break the canvas at the bottom, so we need to get rid of that as well. Get back to the top. So we're going to need a text block. Let's create a text block at the top. And we're going to make this one settings. We're going to align it. We haven't got a canvas top and left anymore, so we need to tell it where we're going to put it. So grid row equals 0. Grid. Sorry, wrong language. Grid column 0 and grid column span 3, and then text settings white, and then we want to horizontal alignment center, text alignment center. There we go. Okay. We've got to put that button somewhere else. That button there. Well, it's actually not a button, that one. I'll sort that out in a minute. So there's the buttons down here. We don't really want a button, but we're going to have a button temporarily, so we want row 2 and column 0, even though column 0 will do, and we can remove all that kind of stuff, and Right, so we've got a button. We don't want a button because we just don't need a button. And they're horrible, the things are as well. So what we'll do is we'll create our own button. Right. Leave that there for now. Right, what's happened to my... Let's have a fixed width column in the middle. Let's say, I don't know, 100. That's too much. So why is that too much? Let's give them all a fixed width. So let's say 50, 100 and 50. Let's make this one bigger now. Grow this one to the size of the area. That's too much. Oh god, hang on, 600. Too much, so knock that down. 540. It's crazy. You've got to click off it just to see what's going on, or away from it. That's it. Let's give them background colours. We've got a background, it's all gone to, you can't see what's going on anymore, so I don't know, let's just make another grid. Grid, and we'll go grid, grid, this is crazy. Grid dot row 0 and grid column 0, and then we'll close the grid off, but we'll make it a background colour. I don't know, let's call it pink. There we go. So we're just going to colour the background areas so we can see what we've got. So we want column 1 pink, we'll make that green. And then column 2 and make that, I don't know, cyan. Come on, selective text. Right, cyan. I want some more. And another 3. So row 0. So row 1, row 2. Okay, so at least we know what we got. We can change the colours if we want. I don't know what colours. Just call it blue, orange, whatever else. I don't know. Smoke. I don't know. What colour? Yellow, pink, blue, red. Yeah, I could be going crazy. This programming lark, it will drive you insane. Select a colour. I don't know. Dodger blue. Dodger blue. Let's choose a fire brick red, and what's another one? I don't know. Whatever, slate, blue slate. There you go. Looks like purple to me. Anyway, so we've got a multicolored thing with showing where the grids are. So we can now tailor it. So that can be less height, 40. No, wrong one. Right, I know I did wrong. I put my rows in front of my columns, and I like my rows before the columns, like rows and column. So here we go. So row height 30, 20 will do. bottom will be 20, and we need to make this 90 to put it back where it was. Now the button's not got enough space in it. Okay, and we need a margin. Margin, say, of 10. Just give it a 10 margin all the way around. Okay, now we're too big, so we need to reduce the size a bit. Nope, too much. Wrong setting. What we got now? We got a margin. It's hard to see. Got a margin at the side, at the top. We haven't got one at the bottom, so it's too high. There we go. Okay, so the colours help you find out whether you got enough space around it. Yeah, and if I hover over there, you can see we're okay. We've probably got a little bit more space down the bottom if we want it. So let's make this 82. What's that look like? Is that okay? A bit more? I don't know. That'll do. Close enough. Right. So we've got our settings title in the middle, so we can get rid of the green. So let's get rid of our green background. And we're not having anything up in the top pink area, so that can go as well. That one shouldn't be there, it should be down somewhere else. So we'll stick, probably put it in here. Right, so let's find our select. There it is, select the COM port. So we want it to appear in row 1. So it's in row 1. We need a stack panel. Let's create a stack panel. Stack panel orientation will be vertical. Okay, we've got our stack panel, and we need to put our text block in there in a stack panel. We need to move now this into the parent like that, and any subsequent things. So we just need do we need COM port? If we do, we need to widen the column definition. Let's just say 80, which means we've got to reduce that by 30. Right, or we could put a star in it, but we want a fixed size. We could say minimum width, but leave it like that for now. Right, so we can get rid of the blue now. Hang on, what have I done with it? Sorry, here we go. That one can go. Don't need that anymore. Orange can go. And this other stuff over here. Probably we need a higher column height. Let's make this height bigger. Let's say it 40 and reduce that by 20. Okay, so we've got somewhere for the buttons to go, and we don't really need that area there, so we'll put in a where we've got the button at the bottom. We'll create another stack panel. Orientation this time will be horizontal. This is for the buttons. Okay, we need to tell it grid dot row equals row 2, and grid, I'll just do this for the sake of grid dot column equals 0, and then if you want it to go all the way across, grid dot column span equals 3. Yeah, that's it. Okay, you can take them out of there now. And then we can take away the colours. Right, so the last 3 colours, take them away. And we don't really need those colours there. So we probably don't need that last column, but we'll leave it there. We want it to look okay. So anyway, that should do. We'll leave it there for now. Let's take the colours away. Why not? Get rid of them out of the way. So there's lots of extra work, but it helps you when you're doing your setting up. Now this horrible button we need to get rid of. So we can either put our own button or copy one or something else. So what are we going to copy? Which button do we like? Don't know. Let's find a button. Which button? Right, I quite like those buttons out of the filter. So the noise filter is a tab control. Let's find the tab controls. Right, cat commands. Filter canvas. So we need to go to the filter control, which is a user control. Here it is. So we're just going to copy. Nope, that's the frequency. What am I doing? Filter control. There it is. Right, so we're going to grab this button here. It's a toggle button. I'll just use that one. And we're going to change that button there. No, we've lost it. Can I go back? Yeah. So we'll find the button down here and we're going to swap it out for a toggle button. And we've already got, we need to call it, let's just call it a save button. And let's call it what it is. It's a button. Save. Actually, that's a toggle button. It's no good for us, really. We'll put it in temporary, and it's a save. What doesn't it like? Filter toggle style. Doesn't know where that is. So I'll go back to the XAML. Where's it? There's a style. So we could put that into our resource directory, or we can just copy it over for now. Wave handle style. No, so we'll just copy that over for now. And it needs to be in the main window. That's a shame. I'll tell you what we'll do. We don't want it in there really, so we'll make a new style. So resources, Yasu styles. We'll create a new style. As soon as we want it rid of, out the way. Right. So we've got to do something like this. Style. And I'm going to call it a, well, it's called a filter toggle button style anyway. Actually, it's got all this stuff it needs there already, so just get rid of the it's already got rid of it for me. Fair play. And it's moved over too many pixels, so you have to hold the Alt in and get it back in line. That's it. So it's a toggle button of its own type. It's got a control template. Okay, we can modify this then. So We'll have to come back to that in a minute. Let's go back over here. Static resource. Oh, it's already found it. That's fair enough, it's already found it. It might have a problem. Yeah, that's okay, it's found it. Right, so checked, toggle button checked, toggle button unchecked. So it's got 2 events. Well, we don't really want that kind of a button at the minute. Let's go back to the resource. Right, hieroglyphs, yeah. Yeah, sorry, don't understand that language. It probably says, what the hell is going on here? Basically, just working and streaming. Yeah, working and streaming. Trying to get this finished. So that's target type is a toggle button. So where's it getting toggle button from? Don't know. Alright, I've got a custom button. Let's find a custom button. Or should we just leave it? Let's see what happens if we leave it. Right, so it's put it in there. Let's just come out of the way of it. Right, that's okay, it's got a button. So we need another button now to replace this one. I'm going to use these check buttons. We don't have to use them as a toggle button. So I've got to save. This one is going to be, I'll just call it spare for now until we find a use for it. Now we can get rid of right, checked and unchecked. Button click. Okay. Right, let's just have a look at the filter buttons again. Right, so one of these is just a normal button, isn't it? Toggle, checked, unchecked. No, there is no, they're all toggle buttons. That's a shame. Oh well. Well, we can change them for anything. So we can just say, we can put our button click in there and get rid of those 2. Oh, hello cat, how are you? How you doing? You okay? You got cat. Cat got scared, went on holiday and put it in one of these catteries for a while, and don't know if it liked it. It didn't like it. Anyway, there's your obligatory YouTube live stream cat in the background. Unsolicited, just appeared from nowhere. Didn't even call it. Right. Anyway, so we can get rid of this button now. Horrible looking button. Get rid of it. Why on earth they have horrible buttons, I don't know. So we've got our save and that. So tell you what we'll do. We'll put, it both says save. This one should say spare. And we'll put that button over here in here separately. Yeah, so we're going to move this save one on its own out of there and give it its own little grid row. Doesn't need a column span, it's only going to occupy one column. So it's going to be row 2 and column 3. And there's not enough room in column 3. If I change it to column 2, it'll appear that, no, column 1, column 0, column 2. Yeah. So we need to make the grid a bit wider. So the column span here would have to be, say, 80. And then knock that one down by 30, so 60. And it's still not enough to contain a button, so 50 and 90. Still not enough. Not enough. There's not enough. So 440 and 100. That's okay. Right. That's alright. So we click save down there, and that's the end of it. We've got our information here, and we need to populate our list. So the list needs to come up in this area here, sort of. So we've got our border. Let's just get rid of that. Right, we need to put our border. Why have we got a border? We don't need a border. Let's get rid of the border and get rid of it down here. Sometimes it gets rid of it for you, sometimes it doesn't. It's got a mind of its own. So we've got our scroll viewer that we need to pop into a certain position. So it needs to be grid row 1, column 1. There it is. Right. So we've got a wrap panel, an items control. Okay, that's alright. We've got our toggle button, it's in a stack panel, which we're going to have more toggle buttons put in there for different things. I don't know what for yet. Spare two. Okay. So now we need to sort out this lot going on here. So we go up a bit. We've got our COM port. Don't like the look of that. Let's say serial. Let's say COM port. Okay. Let's align it to the right. Text alignment to the right. Okay. If you want a margin, you can have a margin, or you can just put a stack panel margin in here. Have a margin for everything that goes in there. So I'm going to do left goes left top right. So we'll have a, I don't know, 2 pixel. No. It is shifting the whole thing as well for some reason. Okay, so it's within there, that's fine. So we've got a 4 pixel margin. It didn't work out too well because probably the width of the COM port is wider than the allowed thing. So row definition, column is 80, let's make it 100. So we need to knock down that by 20. There we go. So we've got COM port. Right, so we need to populate the COM port or refresh the COM port. So we'll need a button for that, definitely. Let's do that now. Where do we put the button? Underneath it? Don't know. Let's just keep it simple for now. So we'll refresh the COM port. And we'll center these across these 2 rows. Row span, let's put it as a row span of 2 rows. And we'll horizontal, so horizontal alignment center. There we go. Okay, so it's centered across these 2 and not across them 2. Or you could just pop it in there. Don't like the look of it, so okay, we'll put it into row 1 and take out the column span. and then align it. Forget about the alignment, we'll have it left. There we go. Right, okay, we need to change the name of this one. So, refresh ports. There we go. Refresh ports. And to do that, we'll need to go over here, and we want this button click. I think that's the one that does it. So refresh ports, we don't want it checked. Okay, will that do the trick? Let's find out whether we got anything on the end of this event. Yeah, load the COM ports, that's good. We won't have a toggle button checked and unchecked. So can I just make them go away for a little while? Yeah. And this one, we need a save button. Save. It's a toggle button, but only because we like the style of it. We're not using it as a toggle button, and it's a click, so we need to just go into there. Right, save. Invalid markup. Oh, what's it? Doesn't like that. Okay, we'll get rid of it then for a minute. It doesn't like in the XAML being commented out. Right, so we need to go to this event. Go to the definition. That's the save button. And in order to save anything, it automatically saves it when you go out of this, close the program, but we can force it to save it prematurely if you want. So go to the top of window. For saving, we do it automatically when we're closing. Here it is. Go back to the bottom. Put the same function in there. And saving the radio state. Okay. Yeah, I can't answer your question, whatever that one was, because I can't read it. It looks like I have no idea. So what I'll do is just kindly remove it. There you go. Gone. Gonski. No pun intended. Gonski. Jesus. Right. Where did we get to? Okay. So we can refresh the ports. We can save. We've got a spare button, which we're not doing anything with yet. So we need to populate the ports from there. So let's see if we can do all this. That icon needs changing as well for a font awesome icon. Have I used a font awesome icon anywhere else yet? I don't know if I have. I thought I did. So we've got font awesome built in, I'm sure we have. Yeah, font awesome, there it is. So what I'll have to do is load up another instance of Visual Studio so I can bring up my other code and then copy the code for putting in a font awesome. And it's going to ask me for the umpteenth time, do you want to update? No, I don't. I want to update. Least of all when I'm live streaming. Right, so we need a main window. Where's the main window? This is a different program. Right, I just need an icon. A font awesome icon. I believe these are font awesome icons, yeah. So, do we want a border? Don't really want a border, do I? Yeah, let's have a border. Okay, so we're just going to copy that out of there and put it here to replace this one, which is just a text block. Tell you what, let's get rid of the border. Okay, so we're in a canvas. The reason is we can give it a background then easily. So this wants to be a cog. If I could spell cog. Cogs. There you go for settings. Right, so what else have we got? Event type token font, awesome. Maybe that will do. Right, we don't need an X name for it, we're never going to change it. But what we want is hit test visible. No, we don't want hit test visible, so we'll have to make it hit test not visible. This can go now. And can we zoom in and have a look at it? Can't see it. Oh, you can just about see cogs there, look. So we need to give it a font size. So this obviously font size is no good. So we'll take that out of there. Oops, can't spell today. Font size 18. Alright, foreground colour white. That's okay. Right. So canvas is not quite, it's too wide. Width, I don't know, 20. That'll do. Background's already set. Yeah, that should do the trick. Is that going to be okay? Yeah, can we click cog? Yeah, we could do that. Right, I need to put it somewhere now, so I don't want it there, I want it somewhere else. I think over here. Not sure. Or somewhere at the top. Somewhere around here. No, we'll have it down here. No, we can't have it down there because that's our... We can't get to it, so we need it, I don't know. Where can we leave it? It's no good there, so let's make it go up a bit. That's not up, that's across. And up a bit. Let's have a look. No good there. Up a bit more. And across. I don't know, somewhere around here. Yeah, that'll do. So doesn't really line up with anything anymore. What a shame. Where shall I put it? Can't really put it a lot of places. God knows. Where are we going to put that? Oh well, it's going to have to stay there. 66. Do I need a background? I'm not sure I do need a background. Let's just make it transparent then. Oh, we can't do that. Can't do that because it has to have a hit test on it. But we can make it more transparent. As in... Yeah, so... Right, that'll do. It's a bit bright. It'll do. Right. Let's just try it out, see what goes on. Right, so it should be able to... Oh, it's coming up already. Why is that coming up already? Ah, because I haven't told it to toggle it in and out of view. Now I have, so if I refresh the ports... Right, it's coming up with the COM ports. These have got to be changed as well. I'm not a fan of these, but all we want is a coloured symbol, really. And yeah, we don't need the background on it. And should be able to save. It's already predefined in there, but we need other settings as well. So probably we could have a load of tab commands in here for all kinds of settings, but I just want the COM port for now. Everything else gets saved anyway. Right, let's sort out toggling this in and out of the view. Right, so we need to go back to the other bit down below, isn't it? Let's just find it again. Right, here we go, underneath here. Here it is. Okay, so we need to make this invisible. Background needs to be transparent. And it needs to be hidden. We need to bring that into view whenever we're ready. So we've got our settings. We need to go to our settings. We put this transceiver bit in, that's okay, so we've just got to swap this out. So we're in settings, so we need to make functions menu visible, tab controls hidden, default canvas hidden. We need to bring in our... Right, we could probably leave that there actually. Let's make that hidden. But we need to make our new one visible. Settings, tab, visible. There we go. So if we're not settings, we clicked on settings, we want to make it visible. And we want to, when it is visible, we want to make it invisible. Right, so we need to go like that, but make it hidden. Now we are directly changing the thing there in case we click it while we're hidden. Right, switch to the last one, so that should do it, I think. That should do it, maybe. Let's give it a go. Let's have a look, see if it does it. What's going on with the radio? Sun's come out, so right, so we're back into the normal boot up screen. We can toggle around them, and if we click function, we get function. If we click, we have got no tooltip over that. We need a tooltip, so we've got settings. Yeah, we can do save. Oh, this is the wrong kind of button. So sometimes we'll use that kind of button, sometimes we won't. Anyway, so we need to sort out the buttons next. Sort out these, and if we toggle it off, yeah, we're back. I'll just quickly show you. Why have we got nothing happening here? What have I done? Oh, I've got no aerial switched in. Right. Let's switch the aerial in with my switcher I made. It works well. Right. So we've got that. And if we do a scan, start the scan. It just does this funky thing. I need to stop that doing that because it'll drive you up the wall eventually. And maybe make this less visible, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, the idea is to get this in a ready state so users can switch, choose the COM port and then save it. But that does save every setting in here at the minute. So what happens if I click that button? Nothing. So I'll do that, click it again, go back, nothing. That's okay until you're in here. Yeah. Okay, let's do some more work on it then. Let's stop the scan. Oh, can't stop it from there. Right, so we've got that bit of a thing going on there. Oh, we can give it a tooltip if you like. Let's give it a tooltip. It'll only be a basic tooltip though. Let's give it a tooltip. I don't know, let's put it here. Tooltip. Settings, if I could spell. Settings, right, okay. These have got to be changed as well at some point. Probably that's a little bit too bright, I know, well, never mind, all that's too light. Either way. Right, so let's go back to the can't find it now, we're still working on it, so we don't see anything. So what I'm going to have to do is go up to down to, sorry, the bit where we're after it. Here it is. So the control template, so it's a wrap panel and it's creating a button. Again, we don't want a button. We're binding the tag item, okay, to something or other. Okay, and we've got a little bit of a widget going on there. So the back panel, the button we don't want, we'll have a canvas instead. Or a button will do maybe. Need a button style of no button style. We got some buttons. Let's give it a button style and then we can delete the default button style. So have we got any buttons in here? Don't think we've got any in YESO buttons. Let's have a look. If I created a button, border, waterfall button, simulated water button style, border style. No, I don't think there are any in there, so what about this one? Some colours. Got any button, clean window button style? That ought to do the trick. Right, we'll try that. Okay, we'll try and give that a style to the button. Right, so we're going to have a style. I forgot how to do that now. Static resource style equals, right. Style equals static resource and then the name of the resource. No, maybe you don't need the speech marks. Will that do it? Maybe. Right, so we've got a clean window button style, which is grey, different colours. There's no actual size, so we'll have to program it manually. Right, let's just see what that gives us, shall we? Let's just see what that gives us. So we got a button, and we got the content going in a button, but the style is whatever the style is. So let's give it a go. We can't see it till we've generated it. It's a data template, which is doesn't show up until there's some data. Right. Oh, nothing's happening. Busy. Oh, it's found the unhandled exception. Through an exception, line number 76. In the present, extracted in beta. Right, didn't like that at all. Continue. Try again. Maybe I clicked it twice. I don't know. No. It doesn't like that. So, right, it's brought up a framework template error. So it doesn't like my Metro Windows button style for whatever reason. Let's find another one. Another button. Don't know why it didn't like that one. Probably because I've got, yeah, it's probably nothing to do with that. It's probably because I've got it in some kind of data template. Yeah, it doesn't like it. Width, height, style, doesn't like it. Don't know why it doesn't like it. Strange. Okay, let's quickly C# Windows Presentation Foundation XAML button with no style, with removed grey background and border. Right, it wants to create me a button template. Button template as in a resource file. Right, here it is. A transparent button style. Oops. Right, let's create, put it in this one. Okay, so we've got a new transparent button style. See if it even likes that one. I don't know. Maybe it's a dynamic style. I don't know. Or maybe it doesn't like the style being applied after. Yeah, maybe it's the fact that there's no width and height to it. Maybe the other one would have worked, so I'll put the style in over here. Maybe that's what it was. Try again. Is it Friday? It's Saturday today, isn't it? Saturday. Okay, so we've got some transparent styles, which is good. We can apply our own styles to it now. Actually, they're not bad. We just make them white. Make the text white and the icon white, or coloured. Blue, I don't know what colour, doesn't matter. Right, let's get back to the button. So text, font size, semi-bold, I want a colour, foreground we'll have as white for the text, and the font size, foreground is going to be, I don't know, white again, blue, yellow, I don't know, let's say yellow. Make it stand out on a black background, maybe. Right, so there's a lot to programming. It is not a problem. Laying it all out, making things work together is the problem. Okay, that looks not too bad, and you can select it. So you want a little, as soon as you click it, you want to put that name or put a highlight around it, or just put it in a variable. Yeah, I'll put it in a variable. You know, you've selected it, and there's no need to then work on the settings or anything. Right, so to do that, we're going to need to get back to this bit, and because we've made it invisible, we temporarily need to bring it back so we can work on it. And we need to give it a background. I'll say black again. It's going to be too black, but right, that's the only way of working on it. So we'll have another area here for our options, and we want another one for the actual settings down here. So we'll create a new column, extra column. If you add an extra column, you're going to have to move everything around again, so everything's going to have to jump ahead. This could probably be just 50 wide. I'll do for that until something else happens. So settings are okay where they are. Comport's okay where it is. Your scroll viewer needs to be in not 1 but 2. Nope, that's the wrong one. Number 2. Yeah, in there. So that's where your selection happens. And we need you've got your comport here. We're going to need a text block, at least a text block. This is a non-editable text block, so it's perfectly fine. And we need to give that a grid and a column, a row and a column. And this one's going to be same row but column 1, and it's going to be something like com8. It needs to be centered, or no, aligned left. It needs some margin on it, so we need a margin. Because we haven't got it in a stack panel, we'll have to give the margin ourselves. And the margin in this needs to be left this time, not right. Okay. So that's that. Different colour. No, I'll leave it the same colour for now. Alright, we need to have an X name on it. X name, and this is going to be the comport name text block. Comport name text block. There we go. So when we click on one of those items from the scroll viewer on the button to this item here, we need to tell it Port selected. Selected port. Okay, so we need to text block done text equals selected port. What is that? It's a string, so that's probably going to be the right one. Okay, and while we're doing that, we might as well set the FT cat manager dot current radio state com port equals selected port. So that's all we need to do from that, and when you click save, it'll automatically save it. Right, let's see if it'll do it. So let's just do it. Yeah, right, anyway. Oh, we're stuck on that, but let's just bring it up. Oh, what are we on? No, we've just chopped our button up. We could just about refresh it, so COM1, COM7, COM8. Yeah. That's it, doesn't change that one. So, because we set it, if I save and close, see that COM8 there? I'm going to close it and run it. It's automatically saved the settings, should have done. Now it should load up. Now it's still doing. Because I've hard coded it into there. That needs to be done from the variable now. Anyway, right, let's carry on and sort out this clipping. Right, that's that there. Okay, so that's not big enough for that thing, and it was supposed to be in the one next to it. We didn't move it over. And the save has jumped back one, so we need to find those two buttons. So here they are. So that needs to go over in column 2. And then that one needs to go into column 3. That's what happens if you add a new one and you forget to tell it. Okay, and I think that needs to be, does it need to be, yeah, centered there. You could give it a slight background going across there if you wanted it grey, but we'll leave it like that. Right, so we're okay there. So we've set the COM port, and we've got a spare button, and the buttons aren't quite the right ones. So let's have a look at the button we're using. Which one are we using? We probably could use that one now. Let's try that one, because I've got a feeling that one would work now. Oh no, that we used it for something else, didn't we? Yeah. Tell you what, we'll try it out on the save button. Filter toggle style. Right, let's just see what that does. It's gone massive, but we'll sort that out in a bit. What am I listening to? Something going on here. Five and 9. Contest? No, it doesn't like that. Doesn't like that one at all. So we will undo that one. So filter toggle style, let's have a look at that. Go to the definition. Let's create another one without this selection bit. We've got some triggers. Is selected, is checked. Yeah, we don't want is checked. toggle button, so its target type is a toggle button. So let's just create one that isn't a toggle button then. Let's create one that's not a toggle button. And I'll call it a filter toggle style. Don't know. Okay. Filter style. Filter button style. It's not a toggle button. It's a button. Okay. Keep everything else the same. Now it is checked. It's changing the colour, so we don't want the is checked. But we want to do something with it, but not put a ring around it. Presenter, foreground, border brush. Let's see what happens with it. It should be exactly the same, shouldn't it? Let's have a look if it'll even like it. Oh, what's it done now? Filter button style. Filter button style. Oh, it's got width and height. So that's the original height. Why is it expanding like that though? Ah. So there is no is checked property. Maybe it's selected. Is pressed. There's no is selected. Is focused. That'll do. Right, we'll do it on the is focused. Right. Ah, so we need to change that to button. Save button. Save toggle button.
What is your prefix, Oscar Tango Zulu?
Save button. It's no longer a toggle button.
Thank you for the number 4 for you 59031, Roger.
See if we get anything out of it now.
Ciao, Italy Zulu 7 Echo Charlie Lima, contact.
Right.
UGX? Delta 1, Tango Victor. Okay, Italia Kilo 1, Uniform Golf X-Ray.
It's not responding to anything. That one is. Ah, maybe I've made it non-focusable. Right. So it's a button. It's got a border background. Triggers. Is focused. Okay. Is there anything else? Is mouse over? Is pressed? Okay. Let's try it as an is pressed one. It seems to be in the wrong place a little bit as well. That's probably bigger than, I don't know. Oh, there you go. That's nice. Just need to move it back a bit. That's alright. Okay, I'm going to keep the same style. Oh yeah, it's this. So we've added a column, but we've not reduced the middle column by the same amount. So we need to reduce the column. Probably be 380. What's that like? Not enough. Okay, 370. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Also need that to be the same kind of button as well. So we want to create the same button again. Save button. Needs to be both of these two buttons. Right, we don't want a toggle button at the minute, so we might want one at some point. There's a lot of work in order to get this to do the business. We don't need to turn it off. No, you can save whenever you want. I've got no reason to control your save. You can save as many times as you want. Alright, so that's your spare button, so we don't even need a name on that at the minute. And this is spare. Okay, so the rest can be got rid of, can it? Yeah. Okay, so we've got our nice little buttons. Right, okay. Let's go back to the top and change that to nothing. Or I can just say transparent. And visible, hidden. That's it. Okay, so we've got our little settings button, we've got space for other settings, and we can set our COM port without having a combo, a drop down combo. So, I mean, when we highlight it, we could automatically get to refresh the port, so we'll do that. So set the one, save. That's it. You could tell it it's saved, but it is saved anyway. So now we need to start on the COM port from the saved data. So we need to find that bit. We need to find that bit. So it's back in here. So the bit that loads the actual COM port needs to do it from a file. Wherever that's gone. Where's it gone? Oh. Right, so we've got here's the radio state, loading the states, and it's setting the COM port for COM8. And it's opening the COM port. It is already doing that. I've already set it to do that, but for some reason we're overriding it. So if we go to serial port, open the COM port name, right, so serial port name, so that's weird. So that should have done it in that case. Weird. That should have worked, unless we're setting it elsewhere. Open the COM port. Any more COM ports? Right, let's find all references. No. So it's setting the COM port. Ah, I've overridden it temporarily. I've provided an overwrite to the loaded setting, hardwired in. because that's my actual COM port, so I'll just take that out of the system. This is what I did this morning. So now we should be able to change the COM port at will. So that's bare necessity for anyone wanting to set it up. Even though you could leave it at COM8, you could go into your device manager, you go into properties for the driver and set the COM port to COM8. There's a way of doing it without changing it. But not everyone knows how to do that or wants to do it that way. So, right, we choose COM1, we'll save it. Oh, it's changed it there already, look. Or did it load it that? I think it loaded it that. No, has it got the ability to do it on the fly? I don't think so. No. That's what it booted up as, so we need to change that when we save it. So let's just introduce that into it as well. Get it done. It's no good leaving it. If we leave it, all that's going to happen is it's going to just be forgot about and it'll be a bug report. Right, here we go, COM port text block. There it is. So all we've got to do is load that up. So from the same bit all the way down the bottom here, save the state, settings, left mouse button down. No, that's not it. COM port title click, right. So we've told the current radio state COM port what it is, we've told the temporary label what it is, but we haven't told COM port text block text equals selected port. There we go. We've told all three, just to stop you having to close it and open it. But we do need to do a disconnect on the serial and reconnect, and probably have a test in there as well. So we'll need to close the port. We've got a close port. Load the COM ports. I don't think we've got to close the... Yeah, so we've got to find all references to the serial port. Find all references, see if we're closing it manually. Right, so I don't think we're closing the serial port, although we should be. Let's have a look in the settings. So loaded, closing. We're stopping the outgoing data, and we're not closing the serial port, so we need to close the serial port so we can reopen it. So we've got an open port, we need a closed port. Right, I'm going to give this to Gemini. Let's just give this to Gemini. I have a function. I need a close port function based on it. Alright, normally I'd write this myself, but I have to get the data sheet out. And it's literally just a port. If it's open, close it, yeah. Okay, COM port text blocks none. It's gone ahead and done a nice little close port for me, just to save time. Right, so we've got a closed port and we need to test it. So we're going to go close, that's Metro closing. Stop outgoing data, we ought to just close it there as well. So, FT-891 serial port dot close. Yeah, so we'll close it and reopen it. So go down to the bit where we've here it is. So COM port, we've saved the COM port and we need to close it. Serial port close, and then we need to do a serial port open the port, and it wants a parameter, port name, selected port, and it probably needs to run a test, but anyway, let's just see if it can open and close it. See if it works to open and close it. Anyway, so I've signed up to Studio Master Pro today. I've got to set it up yet, so I haven't got a clue. Oh, that's not doing anything now. Oh, it's froze up on me. Probably didn't like closing the port or reopening it. That's probably why I didn't have a closed port on it. Yes. Port hangs on close, most common. Raise conditions. Right, dispatcher invoke, cross-threaded, files on the background, your date receive. Can you fix? Fully fixed hardened version of open and close port. Okay, I'll give them a try. I don't give a monkeys. I've got full automatic port plugging in and taking out on my main project, but it's so comprehensive to strip it out and to use it here wouldn't be quick, so multiple serial ports I got on my other one. Main project, I can show you that, but I've showed it before. A whole class map to manage the serial ports, multiple serial ports. Oh. So what am I actually doing? Crashing it. So the UI stops responding. I have to close from VS. Deadlock. To fix, switch to begin invoke. What? No, it's gone nuts now, hasn't it? It's gone nuts. You what? I'm not going to get into an argument. Deadlock. No. Right, okay, well, do it manually then. Close the port. If null is not equal to null, close it. Error closing the port. Open the port. Right, let's see what happens when you run it. I'll switch to another one. Another radio. So we've got serial going up COM8. We bring this up and we refresh the ports. We've got the ports. But what we're doing, we shouldn't be doing it from there. We should do it when we're saving it. So if we select COM8, it freezes up. Save. I can't do nothing. Right, so much for that, eh? Right, let's undo. Open the port. Port not open. Right, let's have a look how I did it before. Didn't do it on this one. Let's close that one down and open another one. Bring up my main project. There it is. It's got whole serial management stuff. Event driven. Right. So we want for our modules serial port. Is it part of the packet? We've got modules, forms. Not modules, forms. Where's my forms? Here they are. Serial port management class. Right, so we extended the serial port class. Right, we've got to do for each port. Initialize the serial port. Serial port data event handlers. And we've got, see what we've got, right, remind ourselves what we've got here. Add serial data received event handler. Remove a serial data received event handler. Remove a serial port. Remove all serial ports. Enable all reads. Disable all reads. Enable all writes. Disable all writes. Enable reads. Disable reads. Enable writes. Disable writes. Has serial ports open. Check for serial port change. Last serial port removed. Right, that's automatically detects a serial port. Don't want to go to that extent. That's 'cause I'm plugging in loads of serial ports onto them. Connect all unconnected detected serial ports. Connect all detected. Connect all serial port or assigned serial ports. Okay. So if it Let's just go back a bit. So we want the bit about disconnecting it. Right, remove serial port. Serial port extended. Remove all serial ports. So what we're going to do, if it's open, we remove the serial date event handler first. Then we try to close it. And if we can't close it, and we remove it from our dictionary, we don't need a dictionary because we've only got it at 1. Okay, so we could use that. Now we've got remove serial data, so you've got to remove the serial received event handler first. Yeah, you can't just remove the port, you've got to remove its handler. Serial data receive event handler. So let's find out where we're adding that handler to it. Add serial data received event handler. So if the port is open, remove its handler and try and engine reset. Data received is plus equal, so add a new event handler. And yeah, so this could probably work for us. So what have we got here? We've got the initialize the serial port. Right, so we're gonna have to copy these through, aren't we? I could put the whole thing in, but we don't want multiple serial ports on this. We don't need multiple serial ports. So I'm going to rewrite this to do handle and remove the serial ports. Remove serial port handler. What's the next one? Remove the serial port. So we want that as well. I don't need remove all serial ports, we're only using 1 this time. Okay, so we want in our serial port event handler, we're going to have to replace, let's give ourselves some space. Right, so we're going to have to get rid of stuff we don't want. That can go straight away. Let's rewrite this then. Right, so it's not extended this time, it's just a normal serial port. Initialize the serial port. Global rights, serial port extended. Port name, event handler. Overwrite engine reset. Now we don't need that anymore. Right. Well, we don't need a list of port names. Oh yeah, we probably will that. Need that. Just get port serial names extended. No, we don't want that. No, we're doing that already, so we're going to initialize the port directly. For each, this is going to do multiple serial ports, isn't it? It's going to find it from the list. We don't want a list. So we're not doing any of that. We don't need any of that stuff. Variable baud rates, we don't need it. So we need to keep, probably just need to copy the main bit out, open the port. That worked for us, so we need to keep Yes, the data received is the event handler.
Kilo Mike, 59159 Europe 57.
Could get complicated.
Delta Kilo 3 radio.
So, I'm going to do that off screen
Delta Kilo 3 radio.
because it's going to get complicated. So I'm going to temporarily leave it in there.
Echo Bravo, Echo Bravo.
I'm going to just ram it out for a bit.
Echo Bravo again.
And what we'll have to do is close the program before. Yeah, we'll just get that out of there. Leave it in for now. And when we do the right, so we're not going to close the port. We're not going to open the port. We'll have a message that says you've got to restart for now. Okay. So I need a pop-up message. Do we like pop-up messages? Not sure if we like pop-up messages. Right, let's have a... Yeah, let's use another one of my programs for the message system, which I made a good pop-up message display that wasn't a normal dialog box. So we'll copy that over to here. We'll use that for our message box. Right, so we've got different things for popping up here. What did I call them? Notification. Ah, there it is. Right, multiple notifications, so I don't need that. Like you. That's a reminder. We don't want a reminder. What else do we want? Oh, a requester notification. Okay, have we got an OK? Search sources. Requester, we got a notification. I think that's about it. That'll do. So that is actually. Is it a user control? No, it's a window. Right, that'll do. So I'm going to copy that out of there. How do I copy them to? Can't copy it. Right, so let's just create a window. Right, we'll go into the other one. Let's create a new window. Add a new item. It's not a user control, it's a window. So it's a requester. Right, okay, so what should we call it? Dialog box requester. So FT-891. I'll just call it a requester. Dialog box. There we go. Request a dialog box. Or should we just call it what it really is? It's. I'll call it where it came from. Let's just call it where it came from. So add a new window. Oh, it's a new class. So right, we also need to add a new Add. No, that's not going to work for us. That's not going to work for us. I've added the wrong thing. Add a new item. Window for WPF. And it's going to be that. Okay, and that should have. Yeah, still got it there, so I just need to paste the code, select all, and pop it into this one here, select all. Okay, so we've got a new requester. Buttons don't look right. Right, so then we want the code behind. Yeah, you can just import the files in and that, but right, so the code behind. Okay. So Oracle custom message. Right, so we've got a custom class there we need. Right, that's all that is. Select struct. I'll just put it here, bugger it. Bugger it, put it there. Requester types. Oh, hang on. Okay, is that pretty much it? Yeah. Right, so let's have a look at if we've got any custom. Probably have some custom stuff, so that's what it looks like there. And yeah, some buttons missing. Button styles, dynamic Oracle button style. Used to be called Event Horizon, started life as the Oracle. I called it the Oracle, so it's still got some old naming in there. So I'll just stick it in here, shall I? Right, we've got the buttons. Just make sure there's no other styles in there. Animation, we've got animation there as well. It's just right. Small logo. So we're missing the Event Horizon small logo. So we need a logo. We haven't got a logo yet, so that's gonna have to just pretend it's there. I think that'll do it. Right, let's just build and see if it likes everything. No, it's reporting Right, so we need to get rid of that for a minute. And can I locate the resource for the icon? So we need an icon. We haven't got an icon yet, so I need to find an icon. So, what we'll have to do is just leave that out for a little bit. And see if we can build it. I've got to create an icon yet. Right, so in order to use that, it's our default database, so we need to find a reference to it. Find all references. We need to copy the code. Right, there's one. That's all we need to do. Show a dialogue. Right, so we're back in the main software. So we're over here. What did we want a dialogue for? Can't even remember now. Oh yeah, when we saved something we needed to tell it to close the window. We'll have to restart. You will have to restart. Here it is. Okay. So this. Okay, so active jobs, e-message. Right. That's just the error message coming from the exception. We won't have an exception, so we'll take out the e-message. Information text block equals you will have to reboot or restart FT-891S. That'll do for now. Active jobs. Title will be FT-891S. Information. Okay. Request to type is an OK. Okay, well, let's try it at that. Show the dialogue. Right, okay. Let's try it and see if it works. I think it should fade in as well. It should. It might come in the bottom right hand corner, I don't know. So we go into settings, refresh the ports, click COM1, information, system Windows control button. You will have to restart. Okay. System Windows controls button, so that's wrong. And does it fade in? It does fade in. It does fade in, but it's quite quick. Right. Okay. So, message. Oh, e-source. There is no e-source. Take that off there. Request to type OK. Old 20 meters is powerful today. Right, so we're going over here. Wait, refresh. I've got to make that automatically come on as soon as we open this screen. So we're going. Oh, COM7. Must have saved it from last time. So COM1. You will have to restart. Okay. Save. So COM1. COM1. Close. Run. COM1. Let's change it to COM8. That needs to be, that's sort of in the middle of the screen, isn't it? So that's okay. So we're COM8. We're not working. It's trying to send, but there's no radio attached to. Well, it's still trying to talk to COM1. So we restart. Until I add the on the fly disconnection. Now it's now working. It's connected to COM8 again. So you've got the ability to do what you want to do there. And there's room for some other settings in here. But we need it to populate this as it starts up. So what we're going to do is when we click on that button, which one is it? Oh, load COM ports. So we need to do that anyway. When the other button, the settings, if it's not the settings, make the settings come up, make it visible, toggle the transceiver mode settings. I suppose we could just as well. I can either put it there, I'll put it down here. Load the COM ports. So it automatically does it. Yeah, there they are. COM8. I could put you have selected COM ports 8. This won't take effect until you've restarted the computer. It's up there anyway. Now, do you want to do that request to when we click? No, I think we'll do it off the save button. So when we click, right. So when we click, where has it gone? Can't see it. So we keep clicking refresh. Where's the refresh gone? Right, load the COM ports. Where's when we click the COM port? Oh, that's it there. So we've got to move this requester. Move that one. To the save. So we'll write, okay. Information text block. You will have to restart for changes to take effect. Effect? Effect. I don't know. Click OK. Right, we're missing an icon out of that requester. Actually, let's have a look at the icon. There is no icon. Oh, there it is. It's not showing. Why is it not showing? Just not showing. Oh, maybe it's white. Does it even show? Who knows? Could not connect to the database. Right, so it's showing me 2 there. What's this one showing me? Yeah. So could not. Oh, that's the old one. So I need to set my text. Here's the message. That's his title. You will have to restart for changes to take effect. Right, let's see if that one works okay. Should be alright. So it doesn't tell you anything until you've clicked save. So you can choose your COM port, it automatically changes it there, and you click save. You will have to restart the FT-891S for changes to take effect. You could say restart now, or you just go there. So I'll set it for 7, click save, OK, and run it again, and it should try and start with 7. Yeah, that's 8 I want, so save, OK. Right, so I can reuse that dialog box for all sorts of stuff. OK. And we didn't even have to change anything. Never even had to change the name of it or anything. That's good. Right, so where did we get to? I don't know. So we've done that there. We can now change it. So obviously you need to put your call sign in as well. We're going to have to do that, aren't we? Put the call sign in. So we're going to have to bring that back again. If I can find it. Let's find it all the way down here. Right, so it's never ending, this task. If you ever want to make your own app, it's never ending. Doesn't end. Every little tiny thing you put on it exponentially grows the project 4 times. So you think it'd take an hour, it takes 4 hours to do one thing. So half an hour would take 2 hours. If you're lucky, if it doesn't go wrong. Right, so we need now to just put back the visibility and then give it a black background. Right, so we need to add, we've got the COM port and we need another one now, call sign, your call sign. Okay, and there's not enough room there for your call sign, so we're going to have to change the column. Just give it 140. That's the wrong one. It's this one here. Let's give it 100. That should be big enough for a call sign, shouldn't it? Maybe too big. That should be big enough, right? So we've increased it by 40, so we need to change that to 30. That's it. We need in here. We're gonna need another stack panel by the looks of it. What's that all about? Why are you making a noise? Why don't they do what that other guy does? I was listening to this guy on. I subscribe to him on YouTube, and he asks everyone, "What's the aerial? What's the antenna? Where are you?" Show some interest, not just doing call signs. Logging call signs. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I just want to enter you in my log. Why should I help you enter me into your log? What's the point of that? A stack panel. There's another one. Contest. My God. Robots. Contest. Where's that noise coming from? Well, I've got to buy a new antenna or something, or get a decent one or something, because my antennas are rubbish. Throwing money at it doesn't always get you a good antenna, does it? People throw an end-fed half wave up or a long wire, and they do rather well. Right, stack panel orientation is vertical. Vertical stack panel, and we want to close off the stack panel there. We need another text block for the call sign. Call sign text block, and you know what this has got to be. Yeah. Grid row. We don't need a row now. We need that in there. Take out these bits here. It's got it in a stack panel. Right, so we've got it in a stack panel, and one under the other. That's fine. So call sign. Yeah. I don't want this to be a full-blown software. If you want that, go and sign up like I did today to Station Master Pro. Use that. And this is not that. This is something else. This is just a helper for when you go out and about with your laptop or whatever, or in here in your shack to give you a little bit of capability. You could just sit I've got loads of laptops, stick a little laptop next to it, separate to your main system, run your Station Master Pro, sit that there and just operate your radio from an old laptop. Yeah, something like that. Because I've got my other radio, which I'll link into Station Master Pro FT-710. This one can just be whatever that is. Right, so how am I going to do this now? Right, so we need to set the call sign. So we need a button to say Right, where's my spare button? There it is. That seems crazy, but it's a weird way of doing it. Rather than entering stuff into a... We don't have a text box, so we don't do that. We open a requester up, we ask for it. So, we've got our call sign. And we don't need that any longer either. That's better. Right, okay. Right, so we got it. Yeah, we're okay. So click call sign. Now, have I got a requester that enters stuff? Not sure I have. Have I got anything like that? Not with this program, I don't think. That's a requester, but it's asking for a yes or a no or an okay. Notification does nothing. Yeah, have I got anything else? Can't remember now if I've got anything else. I haven't got one there, so we probably have to create one out of one of these, maybe. Don't remember having one. Not there. I've got in my other program. I've got it, but we want them all the same style. I've got to have a different style. So we're gonna have to create this into a text string input, basically. Okay. So what we're gonna do is copy it. Copy. Go to the top. Paste. It'll create it with a copy on it. So we're going to rename this. You can't see, it's right behind there. It's not a notification. Event horizon requester string in string. Request notification request. I call it information. We need information. Information. Okay, so it's called information now. We need to open this one. It's called information. We need to change a few things around. What's that all about? Let's close that. Right, so it's got information. Right, doesn't like its underlying class anymore because that needs to be changed to information. We need information. Information. You won't get it. Who's number 2? Who is number 1? I am number 2. Who is number 1? You are number 6. I am not a number. I am a free man. John Orange. What up, peeps? Hey, Dave. What up, peeps? Hey, Dave. Samuel Peeps. I don't know. Yeah, you're great. Yeah. Hi and welcome. How you doing, John? Hope you're okay. We're just doing some necessary stuff. Not necessarily exciting, but necessary stuff to customize some stuff so we can make a version people can set the COM port on, set their call sign, and away they go. Make it public, maybe get some collaborators on board to take some of the work away, as I've got other projects I want to work with. and they've gone on for nearly 65 episodes. 64, isn't it? And one of my main projects was 65 episodes. I'm good, still packing, so ready to move. I don't envy you. Changing house, not good, not easy. Just this streaming room alone would break my back trying to move all this stuff. You can't see this stuff here. It's such a mess that I can't really put it on my QRZ page. It's interesting, but it's just a big, it's a music studio. It's a shack. It's a programming room. It's a products room. It's paperwork room, books, storage. God knows what it is. And I was thinking today, I'd love a nice picture you see on QRZ of someone set all the radios up beautifully. Someone put one on Facebook. They set all the radios on a brand new table with nothing near it, no pens, no paperwork, just radios. And I thought, that's great, but after a few weeks in here, it would look like a bomb's hit it. I've got projects upon projects upon projects upon projects. And you know when you've got too many, it's when they start caving in on you. Yeah. Someone said, what did someone say? A clean, tidy room is a sign of a blank mind. No, nothing going on in the, but I don't know. Maybe they're just fastidious on putting everything everywhere, tidying up. Well, I have a problem. If I put stuff away, I don't know where to put it. I soon forget. I even forget I ever owned it. And then I open a box one day and I go, shit, forgot I had that. But, I need to thin out, get some thinning out done. Got too much stuff, man. Yeah, there's a new channel I started watching on YouTube. I've subscribed, and he does this YouTube live stream contesting. Let's say not contesting, but live stream pile up. But he asks the questions. He doesn't just say, oh, thank you for your call sign, put it in the logbook. He asks them what they're running, what radio they got, what's the antenna, how far are they, where they are, and interesting stuff like that. Anyway, I signed up today to Station Master Pro, John. I signed up to it, but I haven't got it going yet. I tried to connect it to my 891, nothing really happened. Maybe I'll have more luck with the 710, but I thought I'd give it a go. There's a lot of work gone into it, and I was under the impression it was £10 a month, but it looks like it's £3.33 a month. I'm redoing my desk and streaming stuff, and I'll take a pic and set it back up in the same way when I move. Yeah, you almost want a custom desk. So I have multiple things here. So I've got the keyboard here, I've got the screens, and above I've got all the radios. Now I can't have the radios on the desk because I'm working here. So I've got all the microphones on little mic holders clipped to this IKEA style shelf that should be down on the floor, but I've mounted it up out of the way. Made it out to white, the white melamine stuff. And I've got legs and stuff holding it all square and big bolts through it. And I've got a recording studio desk, but it's full up of keyboards and monitors and computers. So that would be no good. But it's alright having a little corner just for the radio, but I'm not just doing the radio, I'm working here as well. Now sometimes I am actually working my day job here as well. Sometimes I'm programming smart relays, you know, PLC logic stuff. I can't concentrate at work, there's too much going on. So I come here and I do it in the quiet. So, you know, people, when you're deeply concentrating, you can't have people asking you stuff. It throws the concentration out, and I couldn't get nothing done. So I come here and do it. Using my own electric and everything. I don't get paid for that. I had looked into station master but never really pursued it. And I have so many monitors now that I'll have to use a few of them for the war wagon. Yeah. Yeah, I tried it a few months ago, but I was new to the digital stuff before I started all this CAT stuff. And I hadn't got a clue, and I just had a quick look, and I still haven't got a clue, but I know you can set your CAT command up and or CAT control up, and that's all I've done. I need to run it again, but it's having the time. What would be nice if it came pre-prepared for, you know, you choose your radio, as you installed it, it'd say what's your radio, like FT-710, and it sets it all up for you. You know, I don't know what I'm doing, please set it all up for me, kind of thing. You know. But and I've put my QRZ on it, and that's about it. Put those details in, but I need to look at it again. But anyway, £3.33 a month, fair play. I mean, just send him the money. I don't know what, but what I'm going to do with it, I don't know. I'm just going to, probably do a live stream one day with it on, if I can get to that stage. But I also looked about putting my software within it, as in like a window or something, or a separate area or monitor, just if I want to use the little radio. But if you got a 710, you'd use that probably, you wouldn't use the little radio. I don't know. It's a weird one, a hell of a weird one, but I need to finish this series off on this FT-710S so I can do some other stuff. I mean, I will jump on it if someone wants something changing or whatever. Maybe nobody be interested in it, I don't know. That's why I just give it away for free, because rather give it away for free and put a price on it and then nobody use it. What's the word? So much percent of nothing is still nothing. So anyway, it's a lot of work goes into it, and it still ain't finished. But I'm trying to curtail it. I'm trying to make it into a position where other people can get involved. And if they want to spend a bit of time on a particular section, saves me having to do it. Yeah. I know, I'll be using it. Okay. Yeah, I actually used it. I went on holiday and I used it. But unfortunately I was getting a weird signal. I was getting a pulse off some kind of electrical monitoring equipment. It was going psh, 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 psh. I guess some kind of monitoring that's going on. Didn't really stop me, but the band was dead on that particular day. It was red hot. I did have a picture of it somewhere. What did I do with it? Oh, I uploaded it, but so much reflection on it. Can I find it? Yeah, it's a weird one. Let's get just gonna get my Facebook group on here. I think I put a picture in there somewhere. What did I do with it? There it is. Right, here it is. There it is. Yeah, so I set a laptop up. This was in a chalet down in Devon. I didn't have time to 3D print, so I just took them loose. I couldn't put a cage on it, so I put it all in a camera bag, nicely padded. Got my little battery, LiPo 4 battery, or LiFo 4, what do they call it? And this is the software running on my little Surface Pro. So all I did was say install Visual Studio on here, and then I cloned it from its repo. I just ran it on here. Because some people are saying the screen is too small, I can't see it. But it's twice the size of the real one. I pushed the laptop back in level with this power supply. So these are level. That's the size, and that's the size of the real one. So it's twice the size, twice the width, and twice the height of the original one. Yeah, so I got the charger charging the battery, and then the battery supplies the power to the radio supplies power to the tuner. So yeah, there's a lot of you can see a picture of me there taking a photograph because the sun's blazing through. Anyway, this is a chalet. You can see other chalets down there. But I set it up twice and took it down twice. Set up in the car, set it up here, but every time I set it up, it was time to go somewhere for the day, so I unset it up. I'm scared. It's too much money's worth of stuff to leave lying around. I have to keep dismantling it. That's the problem. Anyway. So, yeah, laptops. I've got laptops, I've got tablets, so you could, yeah, it's one of them. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, changing this one. Changing this to be a information. Reload the designer. Well, it look, yeah, it's done it this time. So we're going to convert this to take a string input. So, how long have I been going? 2 hours 57, 3 hours. That's a shame, isn't it? Anyway, I'm not going to do that now. I'll put it in there ready. Let me just see if it'll still build, so I can always leave it running. Never leave it with a break in it, if you can help it. Yeah, we're not using that yet, so it won't be a problem. Oh, reload the designer. Why should that one have stopped? I don't know. Right, so I've gone and put the settings in today, and the ability to change the COM port. Oh, we're putting G7UIV, well, the call sign in. This call sign that comes up in the boot area needs to be able to enter it. So you got your main screen. Oh, it's still coming up with that one, isn't it? Right, let's fix that for now. Right, let's just get rid of this temporary, make this hidden. That'll do. And change that to transparent. Can that be transparent? I think it can. Right. Okay, let's build it up for the last time today. What time we got? Yeah. So we're okay. Let's just quickly run it, make sure we haven't broke. I've done a few things. Put some keyboard shortcuts in. The GitHub link brings up a 404. Yeah, I've put it in, but because it's not public, it's still private. That's where I've got to create the release version. So it's pointing to a private area. That's what it's come up for. It comes up for me. Yeah, I'll click on it. See if it comes up for me. Right, I'm clicking on it now, the link. Yeah, it's come up. So I've just clicked on the link and it's took me into this bit. But if you go 404, if you go back, go in the address bar and go back, it'll take you to the main page where there's only 2 public things at the minute. I've got that one. If I go on my repos, I can choose that one. So until it goes public, it almost can go public, but I need to create a release version. And I've got a long list of stuff here. So where's my release version? Hang on. Have I gone and written over it? Yeah. I've asked it to create a release version. I need to make your repository public. Prepare your C# app for release. Set it into release mode. Then I've got to create a pre-release beta on GitHub, which involves creating the binaries and installer. And prepare the repo. Yeah. So it's a lot to do now. What shall I could just make it. Now it's got the COM port, but the only way to get it to go is people would have to build it. They'd have to build it because there's no. If you go in the hang on, where has it gone? If you go in here, you can't go in there. But if you went in there, it says here, look, there are releases. No releases published. Publish a first package. There's nothing published, and it's the same with my other project, Event Horizon. I've not gone the whole lot and done a release version. So you need an executable file someone can install, unless they're gonna download Visual Studio and clone it. Yeah, they could clone it, so probably, but that, if you get Visual Studio Community Edition and you go here and go clone, open with Visual Studio, you have to set it. Not everyone knows how to do that, so I need a release version. So it's quite convoluted. I've tried it before. To get a release version, it's right, make your repository public. That's easy enough to do. Prepare your C# app for release. Build it in release. Set it from debug to release. Publish, compile. Build your solution. Generate your release binaries in your bin release. Yeah. Compile. Zip the output to create a zip file containing your exe.dil files and unnecessary configuration files. Create a pre-release beta. Leave it on main or master. Crucial step, set it as a pre-release. Prepare the repo, so it's just a lot to do. That's the problem. Now, so if I set it, so if I go up here, we haven't got a developer mode on it yet as either, but so they'd see all the setting stuff, the spare button and that. It's not ready, is it? Almost. That's what I wanted to do with the thumbnail today. The whole idea was to create a release version. That's all changed now as well. So yeah, we're getting there. So it's gonna have to be episode 65, I think, for that. Yeah, episode 65 to actually do the release. I spent today getting the COM port working. I've got to get the call sign to be able to be put in. And yeah. gone over the 3-hour point. So, oh, I did something else to it, John, as well. I'll tell you what, I'm going to save this now. Right, I'm just going to upload these changes. Commit, so we did a comport and request. That'll do for now. Push that up to the GitHub. Okay, so I'll close that down. I'll quickly show you what I did to it last time if you haven't seen it. So this needs to boot up and do some tests and then automatically go over to the main screen. That's what the idea is. Oh, got no aerial in, so let's put the aerial back over. Cool, man, I can't wait. I'm going to work on the wall wagon this week and setting up the radios. Oh, brilliant. That'll be great. So, anyway, I've got another few days off. I've got Monday off. Came back from holiday early. So, I've got the weekend on Monday, so hopefully by later on today or Sunday morning we should have a release version on it that you can just download and run a setup file and away it goes on. And all you got to do is set the COM port. Oh, so I'll show you this one. It's not quite. This doesn't line up. See where the bump is? The bump. When someone, what you need is a static signal, like an FM signal carrier, so I can make sure it's all lined up. And stop it doing that because that's annoying. So it does a bit of a sweep now. But this is just for fun, really. You're never going to get a scope out of it. Never thought we would do. There's loads to do on it, but I'm trying to get into a position where other people can contribute to it, if you know what I mean. As in, I forgot. Ah, there we go. Like this bit, the filter section, we've got to sort that out. It'd be great to get this notch and other bit and be able to notch out someone's audio on the fly, you know. We've got a lot of work to do here, but it is a lot of work. I've gone ahead and done these symbols and fast, slow, all that's working now. Two-way. These buttons don't do anything yet, so none of those buttons do anything at all. So I'm gonna have to, what I'll do today, later on, I'll set up a developer mode, and I'm gonna literally hide away all the stuff that's in developer mode. And part of the settings here, you'll have developer mode switch, and you can switch it to developer mode, which will show you all the stuff we're working on. Because you only want to see, for the normal user, he doesn't want developer stuff, he just wants something that works properly. So anyway, we can set the call sign. Yeah. So we needed the settings window. QRZ couldn't do QRZ at the minute. It needs you to pay money, so we don't do that. Don't want to be paying any money. Well, we might want to, but at the minute if I was to pay for everything that came in front of me, I'd never have any money left. So, yeah, so there's the Morse code side of it, CW decoder. This is just for fun, to give you some kind of feedback. You don't have to use it. You can just listen to the, use it as a visual reference. I've got the AB switch to be done. I put a wattage on VFOB. I've also put an up-down ability on your keyboard. If you select it, it does the digit. If you come out, it does 1 kilocycle at a time. You can actually just scan around like that just by holding the key down. And I suppose you could. No, if I scan, it's going to obviously overwrite it. And there's all these buttons. Nothing doing on these yet. There's the center, cursor type, fixed. All that's got to be done. And I can't do it all because, you know what I mean. I can, but it'll take too long. So if we get more people involved, the better. And all this needs sorting out as well. But with the cat control, I don't even know if you need this VFO to memory to VFO. Probably we need to change those buttons for something else. I don't know. It's not like VHF, UHF where you need to preserve a memory for a repeater. I don't think it is. Maybe there are repeaters you can store in. There's so much work to do on it, it's crazy. Anyway, we'll do a bit on it, but I've got to do some other projects as well, not just this one. Not everybody is interested in this project, or not any. I'm not saying they were interested in the other projects, but not everyone who watches is into the AM radio, so I need to spread it around a bit. So once the majority's done, I can then add bits to it in my leisure, or someone else can help add bits. And if I like what they've done, I can push it to the main branch, and yeah, I'll check over the code, and then say yes, we'll have that. If someone decides to make one that do away with all the old idea, then they could probably just use their own branch, and I'll leave mine where it is. Because I don't know, I don't want to change it to something else. There's no need. This is a specific thing for, you know what I mean? It's specific for that. I might make a console for it. I might make a USB console that you plug in, or even some kind of web interface that connects to it, like from your phone. I don't know what that, I mean, probably some control surface that you can alter. Just use it like you extend your radio a bit. There's so many ways of doing it. Like, you got a MIDI keyboard with, I got loads of sliders and knobs on MIDI keyboards. It'd be nice if you could assign them to do like filters and stuff. But anyway, it's probably going a bit crazy. So anyway, I'm going to leave it knocking on the head there, because I've got to go and do something else after 3 hours and 13 minutes. So we got a COM port of such. So we can change the COM port at will. I need to put the thing in there. And some other stuff. There's loads of stuff. But yeah, so some finishing off. I don't think I can do it all myself. I might be able to, but take me too long. So anyway, right. So that is going to be it for today. Thanks for joining in. I'll say goodbye. I'm going to say goodbye this time. Oh, not gonna. It's tempting to put 73 in, but people say it too often. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you. Might come on again tonight, depending how I feel. Or it might be in the morning, I don't know. Anyway, 7 3s. Bye for now, and thanks for joining in. Catch you later.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
That information is not available.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.